Hey guys, Eekthegeek, and I'm back again on Pokemon Showdown, where it is time for live VGC. Now, it's been a while since I recorded it, although for you guys it's not going to be a while since it's gone up. But anyways, I've got an interesting team here for you guys today, because we did finish using up the Nationals team. Maybe one day we'll go back to it, but for now I'm done using it. I've used it too much, and once you use a team too much, then you just get bored of it. But regardless, I actually want to make this screen a bit bigger. There we go. What was I saying? Yeah, I kind of got bored of the team, so I was like, you know, it's time to move on, make a more interesting team. I don't know whether it's that good, but it's definitely interesting. So let's see how it does. This is the team, as you can see the Pokemon, and we're gonna just quickly go into it. And I just noticed it's missing all of its EVs right here. Anyways, Mega Medicham is basically what I wanted to build around. I was in the VGC chat room, and some guy who didn't really speak good English was just like talking about Mega Medicham, and then I was just like, hey, I want to see what's he talking about. And then he showed me this spread, and he gave me some calcs, and I was like, wow, that's actually really impressive. And like, yeah, it is 156 adamant, and it doesn't take the best of hits, although it takes decent hits with this spread. It's not super frail, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And its speed, it is a base 100, so it can outspeed things like Kangaskhan or speed tie with them, because it is also, you know, base 100 like most of the other megas. And it surprisingly isn't actually as bad as I thought it was, and especially with something like Togekiss. So I'm just gonna quickly say I have Drain Punch, Poison Jab, Ice Punch. Poison Jab, Ice Punch basically kills anything if it's super effective, and same with Drain Punch, right? Takes out Mega Kangaskhan, Sylveon, and Landorus T. All of those calcs were calced at -1, so I'm expecting to get intimidated, because people want to cripple this Mega Medicham, so you know they try to intimidate it, but I'm still going to pick up KOs, just because Mega Medicham hits so hard with pure power. But anyways, Togekiss, this is just because Togekiss and Mega Medicham are really good together. Togekiss has Tailwind and Follow Me, and with both of those, Mega Medicham potentially can be a destroyer, picks up so many knockouts really easily, and with the right support it's really easy to do. And then of course Air Slash under Tailwind can be a pain for some people, and it's just really nice. Next we have Ferrothorn, with only one weakness being fire. I've recently begun to love Ferrothorn and Escavalier. Those are two Pokemon that I'm starting to put on more teams, and I don't know why, I just like them. It also beats Rain, which is really useful, and it's just a nice Pokemon. With Leftovers, Leech Seed, it's pretty hard to take out. It's got Iron Barbs. Togekiss has Rocky Helmet. I mean, physical attackers aren't gonna like going against this team, especially when I have Lando T as well, so it's pretty nice to have all that. And then Jar Ball, Power Up, you know, solid moves, Protect, Leech Seed. The spread is just like a defensive spread that can still knock out things with its attack. Same with Togekiss. Maybe one day, if I do like a review for this team, if I decide it's actually good enough to like get a review or something, then I'll tell you guys what this spread actually does, including the one with Togekiss and Mega Medicham. But basically, Togekiss's spread, I think it's to live like 4 Rock Slides or something like that. And then Ferrothorn is just another defensive spread that I can't remember, something to do with some fighting type move like a close combat or something like that. But basically they're super bulky, and that's nice. And then we have Lando T. Now this is not a Choice Scarf Lando T, it's a Choice Band Lando T, because I wanted to try it out. I'm bored of Choice Scarf, it's really standard. Maybe Choice Scarf would be better on this team, but with Tailwind potentially and Thunder Wave, as you're later going to see on Rotom Wash, there's no really need for the Choice Scarf, although at the same time then I become too reliant on the speed control, but at the same time I don't really care. This team is just going to try to have some fun. And Choice Band, basically, even if I get intimidated, I'm still going to be hitting decently hard enough. And a lot of people expect Choice Scarf, and then when they try switching out into something that will do better against a Choice Scarf, and then they're getting hit by like a Choice Band, Rock Slide, or Earthquake, which tends to take them out. And you notice I have Superpower in Stone Edge. Stone Edge is actually really interesting. It allows me to take out most bulky Thundurus Incarnate, unless they're like 252 defense bold. I think that's like the only one that can actually live this Stone Edge from a Choice Band Lando T. If I get intimidated, I won't take them out, but still, it's for better damage than Rock Slide if I ever decide it's necessary. And I didn't get a complicated spread. Maybe in the future I will, but for now we'll stick with this one. And then we have Rotom Wash here. It's a Citrus Berry, bulky one that can still take out other Landorus Ts that aren't bulky. Right, Thunderbolt, Hydro Pup's pretty standard. Protect, right, Citrus Berry. It's pretty standard, and then has Thunder Wave instead of Will-O-Wisp because I wanted more speed control on this team because I didn't really think I needed to cut down physical attack when I have Lando T, Ferrothorn, and Togekiss, who can all take physical hits, and Lando T can intimidate. So I didn't want Will-O-Wisp. I decided it wasn't that worth it. And I decided on Thunder Wave because more speed control is always nice if I decide Togekiss isn't worth the matchup. And then Heatran's kind of the last one here that is only to cover certain weaknesses like Aegislash, for example, because I do not like my Aegislash matchups. My Lando T was my only answer, and even that's not good. Because if they have Wide Guard, we're kind of screwed. So I decided on Heatran, and Overheat basically is weird because I don't have Sub or Flash Cannon, but Overheat actually picks up KOs that really surprise opponents. And then I have no clue what this bulky spread does. I just remember I decided, hey, this is pretty good because I outspeed something with this, and then I think it's Bisharp with this. I outspeed Bisharp, I believe, by 2, so I outspeed anything that outspeeds Bisharp by 1, and then Life Orb hits really hard, and after Tailwind or Thunder Wave, this is going to be even faster, which is really nice. And there was no reason to max out the speed unless you're going max speed Timid to outspeed other Heatran, but I decided it wasn't worth it because my Heatran matchup is pretty good with Rotom Wash, Lando T, and Mega Medicham, so I wasn't worried about that. And the special attack with the Life Orb and Overheat picks up KOs, and it's just bulky enough to live certain things. But yeah, I like this team because it's interesting and it could be good. I haven't used it in a while because I actually made this team almost right after Nationals, and it's been like a month since I've actually made this team, and I haven't used it since then. I was looking through some of my teams, and I was like, I need a team for live VGCs, so you know what? We're going to try this one out. So, alright, looking at my opponent's team, it's good to see that Mega Medicham looks like it's going to have fun today. Destroys this, destroys that, destroys this. I think it's got a pretty good matchup against Machamp. We don't have a Psychic type move, but Drain Punch is still going to hurt it. Unless we're Intimidated, then it will probably be like a 2 to 3 KO. And Melodic doesn't really have greatest of matchups against us. So this is good. Only thing is we do kind of have a Cresselia weakness in the fact that we have no way of hitting it really hard. So that's always a problem. I think I might want to just do my Medicham Togekiss lead. It's pretty good. If we get the Tailwind up, we really can just destroy my opponent. So I'm thinking about that. I think I might want to go like this. That looks pretty good, and I don't want Heatran. Nah, Heatran's not that great. I could go Lando T. Choice Band, Rock Slide, or Stone Edge hits really hard against Cresselia. Could also go Rotom Wash, more speed control, although I don't really need too much speed control against this team, only really for Kangaskhan and Lando. So maybe Rotom Wash isn't that bad of a bring here. If it was Will-O-Wisp Rotom Wash, it would be even better. But you know, I think I'll go with Lando T. Yeah, we're going to go with Lando T. I like the Intimidate, even though he's got Melodic. And see, this is interesting here, because he goes King Machamp. Now, Machamp might have Bullet Punch for Togekiss, and Kangaskhan's probably going to have Fake Out. I feel like he has to Fake Out Medicham, because if I get a free Drain Punch, he's screwed. So I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and Protect. Now, I could Tailwind here and put him in a really bad spot. I could switch into Ferrothorn in case he wants to hit it, which is honestly a really good idea for me, I think. Because he's not going to low-kick Togekiss. Or I can go to Lando T and Intimidate both of these Pokemon, which would be pretty good. I think I'll go out into Ferrothorn. I actually like that potential of... Well, I don't have Rocky Helmet on this, so it's not like it's a really good switch-in anyways. So I might actually just stay in here and try Tailwinding. Yeah, we're going to try to Tailwind. If we don't, he still takes lots of Rocky Helmet damage if he goes after Togekiss here. Yeah, and he does Fake Out the Medicham like I thought he had to, so we do get a free Tailwind here. And he Dynamic Punches the Togekiss, so really good that we didn't switch into Ferrothorn here. If we had done that, that would have been bad. Had we switched to Lando T, that would have been pretty good, but I don't know. I like this play that we did. Okay, so I'm not too scared of this Machamp because we do resist its Fighting Stab. So I could just Drain Punch Kangaskhan, take it out. But I'm trying to see what would his switch into that be. Lando T is an obvious switch in. Cresselia is also another one. So Togekiss is confused, which is a bit annoying because otherwise I'd just Air Slash Machamp in a heartbeat. Interesting that he's using Machamp, honestly, because I've used Machamp before and I honestly think it's pretty good. But you know what? I'm not gonna. I really want to predict his switch in so I just want to go for Ice Punch and take out the Lando T. But you know what? We do have the Tailwind, so even if he does do that, I'm okay with him doing that. So let's just... Wait, did I click that right? Yeah. Drain Punch Kangaskhan. And do I want to just Air Slash this Machamp? I kind of do, but I don't like being confused. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. 'Cause he doesn't threaten my Togekiss here, so I don't see... And he does go into Lando T. So I should have tried making that prediction of Ice Punching, but as you can see, Intimidate still does so much. And luckily we do break through, but he does get his Dynamic Punch off, which is annoying because we got a lot of confused Pokemon on the field. But if we get this Ice Punch off, it's almost like GG to him. But we are confused, which is really scary, and I don't like being confused. I'm gonna go ahead and switch in my Lando T, try to intimidate these physical attackers. He goes into Cresselia. Okay, that's fine. I would have liked to get rid of his Lando T though. And we do hit ourselves in Confusion, which is a shame. He goes for Knockoff, which actually does less than Dynamic Punch. I don't know why he did that. That's weird. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Togekiss again. I want to kind of save Medicham, as it does extremely well here. Do we want to go into Togekiss? I'm going to go into Ferrothorn actually. I'm going to start setting up Leech Seeds. And then I can Superpower knock out Machamp. Or do I want to Rock Slide here? Nah, I'm gonna just Superpower and get rid of this Machamp. I think that's good. Let's do that. Should we? Because if I bring in Ferrothorn, I want to get rid of this Machamp. So, or I can just bring in Togekiss. There's no reason to bring in Ferrothorn yet. Yeah, let's not bring in Ferrothorn yet. Let's bring in Togekiss. And let's just unleash this power that is Earthquake. How about that? That sounds pretty good. We'll go for Earthquake. This is kind of why I also want maybe a Life Orb Lando T, because I kind of want to be able to switch up my moves. As you see, Choice Band really powerful. It does take out Machamp, and he does go for the Icy Wind, which is not going to be appreciated. And our Tailwind peters out too, so not a good situation. But let's see what my opponent brings in. Kangaskhan is a probable switch in for my opponent. Lando T also makes sense. Intimidate my Lando T, because why not? I'm locked into Earthquake. But Togekiss is still in a decent spot. I'm just trying to think what he wants to do. I feel like he'll Rock Slide and maybe just Icy Wind again, because he can, really. It'll take out my Lando T, and it'll be annoying. I'm going to try Tailwinding again. So if I can keep on my Tailwind pressure, this is going to be huge. Although Tailwind is kind of useless if I bring in Ferrothorn. So maybe I don't want to do that. I still do. I still really do and want to bring in Ferrothorn. Yeah, we'll bring in Ferrothorn. I want to start setting up Leech Seeds because it's going to be really annoying for him. As you see, we take that Rock Slide fairly well, and he just goes for another Icy Wind. And we're taking these hits like a boss with Togekiss. I like it. So we hit up Tailwind. Only problem is these Pokemon don't really benefit from Tailwind, so maybe I should have just tried getting damage with Air Slash off. But I may Protect here, or switch back out into Lando T. He is just spamming Icy Wind, which is a problem. But I think that I want to, at this point, go for the... I really want to switch in Medicham, but I don't think it's good to switch in. So we're basically sacking off our Togekiss here and trying to get some chip damage onto the Cresselia, as we also Leech Seed Cresselia. And he's just going to Rock Slide again. So Togekiss will probably go down here. He actually misses Ferrothorn. That's fairly nice. So we do get some chip. He does get the Calm Mind up. That is pretty scary. And I really wanted him to go for an Icy Wind and just take Togekiss out. He has leftovers, so that's going to be a bit annoying. I know he's just going for Rock Slide. At this point, I'm basically just sacking Togekiss off. So that's basically just it. And you know what, we'll try Leech Seeding Lando T, because I'm not scared of his Cresselia. It probably has Psychic and Icy Wind, so Ferrothorn will definitely beat it. I can outstall it fairly easily. He might have Moonlight, which is pretty scary, but he actually just switches into Kangaskhan here, and he'll take out Togekiss. If I don't get flinch, this will be nice, because Leech Seed's going to be useful, and I do flinch, of course, right when I said don't flinch. We still have another turn of Tailwind, I believe. When did we set? We set it up there. 1, 2. No, we have 2 more turns. So Medicham is definitely a good switch in here. We get to go to Medicham. We'll protect this first turn because the fake out is obvious, and then we'll just go for the Leech Seed onto Lando T, because I could see Cresselia coming in here. And the next turn we'll be able to KO something. Actually, no, wait, we have one more turn? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't count that right then. That's not good. How did I not count that right? What? Oh, wow, I really didn't. One turn, two turn. Yeah, that was the last turn. Well, that was dumb of me. I didn't count that right at all. But whatever. That should be fine. The question is he jolly or not? I'm not gonna risk it, and I think I'll switch out my medicham. Nah, I'm gonna try to Drain Punch him, because there's a chance that he's not jolly, and then we take him out. If he is, that's a bit of a problem, but there's nothing I can really do about that. And then, again, because I really think that this Leech Seed could just win me the game, I'll try Leech Seeding his Kangaskhan. And do we outspeed? No, so that's probably jolly or a speed tie. I hope it's jolly, because I don't want to lose to speed ties. That's just annoying. We're going to bring in Lando T. Intimidate's going to be useful against these two. And we're going to just start Rock Sliding, because it's going to hurt. And we'll continue spreading the Leech Seeds, because he doesn't really have an answer to my Ferrothorn, so he could still win this. Unless the timer screws me over, because it's probably going to. Can you just stop the timer, please? Yeah, because it's just lowering and lowering my... So he goes for the Earthquake. That's probably his best move against my Ferrothorn, and I don't really mind that, though, because his Lando T's in a bad spot already. And we're going to Rock Slide again, because it's doing some solid damage. Continue to spread Leech Seed, because he really doesn't have much for me. He switches out his Lando T, which is a problem, because I would have liked to have gotten rid of it. So maybe I should have Power Whipped it. And he does have the Icy Wind, which is always scary. So we're probably going to lose Lando T here. I don't actually see Ferrothorn winning this anymore. Especially, if he doesn't have Moonlight, we could still win this. But I don't really see that happening. We're going to continue spreading Leech Seed, because we could still win this with Leech Seed, especially if he's Power Up Punch. Maybe not. He goes for Sucker Punch. That's probably his best play. And he has Moonlight, so I don't see us winning this. We could continue to try stalling this with Ferrothorn, but it's going to be pretty tough. It's definitely going to be tough. I want to Power Whip something, probably. Let's try getting... Who would he switch out? Kangaskhan. Yeah, predicted that right. So let's hope Power Whip can take him out from here, as he's going to Calm Mind. We miss! No, our chances have just gone out the window. Maybe Gyro Ball would have KO'd, but I don't think it would have, so I really needed that Power Whip to land. Actually, Gyro Ball probably would have KO'd. I should have gone for Gyro Ball. That was probably my fault, but still, why do I always miss Power Whip? It's not that bad of accuracy. It's like a Hydro Pump. But for some reason, I just always miss it. And I'm sorry if this is going to take a while, but I mean, we haven't really lost yet, because he doesn't have an answer to Ferrothorn. Like, that Earthquake doesn't do enough, I don't think. Although, eventually, this Cresselia is going to start doing insane amounts of damage to us. But as you can see, look at this recovery. We just went all the way back to full after one of his Earthquakes. So, that's definitely nice. I'm going to just Power Whip his Cresselia, as he's going to Earthquake again. He gets a crit, though. That could always win him the game. Crits can always win him the game. Power Whip does really nothing because of the Intimidate. And he doesn't even die to Leech Seed? Oh, that's a problem. I could see Kangaskhan coming in if he wants to preserve Lando T. Saw Leech Seed that spot. He actually doesn't, so maybe Power Whip would have been better, but it wouldn't have done much anyways. I don't think I can beat this Cresselia as well. He can't beat my Ferrothorn, I can't beat his Cresselia. This is where Timer would be useful, but it would probably be in his favor. Although not really, because I think the Timer would give me enough time to take out Kangaskhan and Lando T if this was an actual match, and then it would be just between Cresselia and Ferrothorn. But at the same time, no, because the animations would be longer. I bet the match would have finished by now. But this is a really long battle, and we'll probably only do one battle this episode with this team, and I'm sorry that it might come down to a loss, but as you can see, it's not that bad of a team. Had I just counted my Tailwind turns right, Medicham would have put in work. definitely would have. I probably should have switched out Togekiss into Medicham earlier when I had Tailwind, but I really wasted my Tailwind turns. That was bad playing by me. I shouldn't have wasted my Tailwind turns like that. And that's something I need to get used to when I use this team. So he actually goes for the Fake Out, which I'm okay with, because he's going to take a lot of Iron Barb's damage. If I had Rocky Helmet, he'd be dead. He actually misses Icy Wind as well. So I am completely okay with that. Although, it depends on how much his Icy Wind starts doing. But the thing is, I'm at a pretty low speed where Gyro Ball might do a lot to Cresselia. So we're just going to try to Leech Seed Kangaskhan again. He has Power Up Punch, though. But he's going to die. Oh, I shouldn't have Leech Seed, because I just realized he's going to die to that. That was a waste of a Leech Seed. I could have Gyro Balled. And he just got a free Calm Mind. That's not good. Honestly, it just depends what we can do here. We'll probably go for a Gyro Ball. I think that's our best move. I'm actually not quite sure. That does 25%. Alright, he doesn't have Rocky Helmet either. So, I'd say we're in a pretty good spot, to be honest. I'll just... Wait, how much did Gyro Ball do? It did up to 20%. I want to compare that damage. No, Power Whip did way less. What am I kidding? Gyro Ball is my play because I'm at -3 speed, so it's going to do more. And we get the crit. That's going to be game. This is why you never give up when you have Ferrothorn, guys. Never give up. That's the title of this episode. Never give up. Ferrothorn can always pull comebacks. He just leaves before I can even say GG. He's probably so pissed that I beat him with Ferrothorn, and that's why you always have to have a way to defeat it. I mean, I got rid of them. I got rid of the Machamp, and then at that point I didn't even need the rest of my Pokemon because Ferrothorn was able to win. Just sitting there, Leech Seeding, leftovers, all that good stuff. It was so nice. I mean, it's a win condition. I love it. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this team. If you want to continue seeing more, I'm definitely going to continue using it until I build a more serious team, so to speak. Although this team is actually pretty good, so I'm not going to say it's not serious. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this team. Tell me what is your favorite part about this team, and also remember, never give up, because as you just saw, we made an amazing 1-3 comeback there. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye!